Welcome to the Polytunnel Diaries, episode 2. So yes, if you've not watched last week's, we're doing an episode every single week where we show you what's happening in the polytunnel, what's growing, what's not growing, and how it's improving, because we're doing a lot of improvements in the polytunnel. We're trying to make it a great growing space for this year. I'm excited. We're going to be growing so much in here this year. Usually I've just stuck to growing tomatoes and cucumbers and a few peppers. Then I had an aubergine plant as well last year, but this is like a 25-foot polytunnel. It's massive, and I thought it gets the most sunlight, it gets the most warmth. Why not use it to its full potential and get growing more and more stuff in here, as it's a massive one. And usually last few years it's been just full of rubbish from where I've dumped stuff, and yeah, I thought we're gonna rip it all out, clear it all down and start from scratch. And that has been what we've been doing, and we've been sharing the journey of how it's coming on. And yeah, it's getting there. There's still a lot to do, but it's going to look good, and hopefully we're going to start planting in here in April, possibly April time. So yeah, we've got to get a move on and got to get things growing and get things ready for April time, when we're going to be sowing all our seeds in the raised beds. So less of the talking and let's have a look at what's happening in the polytunnel at the moment. So as you know, we have got 14 hanging baskets which we got from Oakland Gardens, which we have used to grow our strawberry plants in this year. Growing the strawberry plants in the hanging baskets will stop the slugs, stop the wood lice from eating them, and hopefully the birds as well. So hopefully the birds won't get in here. So we're going to try it. Obviously they'll dry out a lot faster being in the polytunnel with it being warm, but at the moment we're not having to water them much because it's staying damp. We're only doing them once a week at the moment, and we've had these in 2 weeks now, and as you can see, they are taking and they are growing. So it must be a bit warm in here for them, and they must be enjoying it because they're starting to take root and they're starting to produce new leaves. So give it a couple of weeks and these will be looking absolutely great. Obviously growing them in the polytunnel, they'll be ready earlier than the ones outside because it's warmer. And yeah, once we get to the warmer weather, we're going to set up irrigation to keep them watered every single day. But at the moment we're just watering them once a week, and then when it starts to get a bit warmer we'll do them twice a week, and then every day when it gets really warm. But yeah, look at them, absolutely great. They're all taken. We've got 12 around the edges and we've got 3 in the top, so they're going to be inundated with strawberries this year, absolutely loads, and it's going to look absolutely amazing, and hopefully we'll get a great crop from them. We've obviously got all the raised beds in, which we need to fill with compost. That's one job that we've got to do, get all the compost to fill them. I had comments saying that it's not good having the plastic in the bottom. I will be cutting the plastic out. I'm just keeping it down for the time being to keep the weeds down, because I don't want the weeds growing. So that's one job we'll do before putting the compost in. We'll take the plastic off. We may even put cardboard in the bottom to prevent the weeds from growing through. We've got plenty of cardboard left over from all the boxes. So yeah, that is what we'll be doing. We'll start putting a path down. Obviously having paving slabs down, they absorb the heat in the daytime and then they'll let them out at night, so it'll keep it a bit warmer. Not a hell of a lot warmer, but it's one tip to keeping it warmer. Someone mentioned about having wood chip down. I don't want wood chip down because that'll encourage wood lice, slugs, because it'll keep it damp. And yeah, I don't want the slugs and the wood lice in here eating all the produce what we're going to have in here. So we're going to be trying stuff like, we'll obviously have all his tomatoes down the back, but then we'll have space in front to grow stuff. So we'll be having lettuces in here, spring onions, beetroot. I may even try cauliflowers, broccoli in these middle ones, and cabbages. But yeah, I'm excited to try lots and lots of new stuff in here this year. Obviously we've got all his beds outside which we'll be growing stuff in, but it'll grow a lot faster in the polytunnel and hopefully grow a lot better as well. So hopefully we'll get some good produce in here. But I'm looking forward to trying broccoli and cauliflowers in these middle ones. That's going to be a main thing. And I'm going to try carrots as well. Never had any luck with carrots, always done rubbish, but this is my year. This is the year for the carrot. So we're going to hopefully get some good carrots growing in one of these as well. We'll have a bed full just of carrots. So I'm excited to try that. And then obviously we'll have his cucumbers in as well. down the back of one of those ones. And we'll also have as peppers in, what you'll have seen previously, that we've been potting up and getting those ready. So we're going to have a lot of produce in here, and it's going to be exciting times down in the polytunnel. So these are great raised beds. They're absolutely fantastic. They're easy to put together, and hopefully they will do their job in having some great beds to grow in. I just used to grow in buckets before, but these raised beds will give me so much more potential. And we're going to try and grow stuff through the winter period as well. I've never grown in the winter. I've only ever grown like garlic and onions through the winter, but we'll see what produce we can grow through the winter in the polytunnel to get harvests all year round. So I'm going to be learning myself about winter growing because I've never done it myself, so that's exciting. You'll be able to learn along with me and see how well we get on. I'll probably fail, but we'll see. But yeah, everything is growing absolutely amazing down here at the plot. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed with how it's all coming along. Like I said, this has been a big investment in this polytunnel, and it'll pay off in produce. Like this will last years, absolute years, hopefully until the end of time. But this will last forever, and hopefully we'll be able to keep growing in here year after year. Obviously we'll keep needing to put new food in and fresh compost every couple of years, but it'll be worth it, and hopefully we'll get some great produce down at the plot. So that is my Allotment Diaries episode for today. Absolutely excited to get growing in here and get things moving. Like I said, over the next few weeks we're going to be getting all the compost to fill them all in, which will be a big job, but it'll be worth it in the end, and hopefully we'll get some great produce in here down at the plot. The allotment is my safe space, it's my happy place, and I don't have a garden at home, so I don't mind investing in my polytunnel and in my allotment because I've no garden to appreciate. So yes, if you're not following us, drop us a follow to stay up to date with all our episodes. Until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben everyone.